To NURFM News. For our sponsor, Terrace Boating's Try Boating Day on this Saturday.
It's 6:30. Good morning. I'm Annabelle Regan with Hunter News. The Newcastle heavy rail line between Wickham and Newcastle will be removed. A bill to close the line passed through the New South Wales Parliament last night, clearing the way for the tracks to be ripped up 10 months after trains stopped running to Newcastle Station. The Baird government has committed an extra $50 million to the project, lifting the total budget to $510 million. They've also endeavoured to obtain expressions of interest from Hunter-based manufacturers to supply light rail rolling stock and to ensure trams accommodate passengers with disabilities. A Muswellbrook woman has faced court after being charged over alleged drug supply in Newcastle. Detectives from Newcastle City and Central Hunter Local Area Command formed Strikeforce Rupert in August of last year to investigate the supply of ice and amphetamines in the Hunter. The Muswellbrook woman became the 33rd person arrested by the Strikeforce. Joanne Elliott from Police Headquarters lists her charges.
She was charged with 5 counts of supply of prohibited drug, 2 counts of supply of prohibited drug in an indictable quantity, and other drug offences. The charges relate to the alleged supply of 1 kilogram of a synthetic drug known as blue scissors, as well as MDMA and ice.
A woman accused of murdering her mother at Redhead at the weekend allegedly detained her parents to avoid being arrested, court documents state. Karen Parcell did not appear in Newcastle local court when her case was mentioned on Wednesday. She is accused of stabbing her mother to death in their Redhead mobile home after 2 a.m. on Saturday. No pleas have been entered and she remains in custody. Cessnock is being asked to nominate women in the area for the 2016 Rural Women's Award. The award recognises inspirational women and their contributions to our regional communities, with the winner receiving $10,000 in prize money. Parliamentary Secretary for the Hunter, Scott McDonald, says the award is open to multiple professions.
It's awarded to someone in New South Wales that's been involved in the rural and regional sector, not necessarily farmers. I've seen people win awards who've been, let's say, on the service side, who've run web-based businesses or agricultural services. But look, anybody involved in helping their rural and regional community. I've seen some really inspirational women, and it's just recognition, just the role I think that women play in our rural and regional communities.
There have been calls for Upper Hunter residents to give feedback on Hunter Local Land Services' new strategic plan. The 5-year strategy outlines 12 initiatives aiming to improve natural resource management and sustainable primary production in the area. Hunter Local Land Services General Manager Brett Miners touched on the importance of monitoring resources.
It's very important for us to agree on what the local priorities are so that we can marshal resources and the limited resources that are available and harness the energy and the enthusiasm of our industries and communities to make sure we're all trying to achieve the same goals.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club's Melbourne Cup Carnival.
Suspended Newcastle Jets skipper Nigel Boogaard has admitted he'll need to act smarter if he wants to stay in the top spot at the club. Boogaard will be sidelined for his team's clash against Sydney FC on Saturday after being sent off during the Jets' 2-1 victory over Wellington Phoenix. Fellow homegrown star Ben Kantorowski will step in as captain. Hunter Ironwoman star Eliza Smith will be looking to impress in her former hometown when the National Ironwoman Series comes to Newcastle in December. The Gold Coast-based 22-year-old gained the spot after Emma Dick withdrew from the series due to an ongoing illness. Smith is a former local surf club member and national junior swimmer. And West cricketer Mitch Fox is lucky to be alive after the 24-year-old was involved in a car accident in England earlier this week. Wests will wear black armbands during their game against Merewether on Saturday as a sign of respect for Fox's English clubmate who was killed in the crash. That's sport. I'm Emily Crow.
2NURFM News Time is 26 to 7.